Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another night of Final Fantasy. We are Epic Gaming in Cardstorm, Portland, Oregon. We host streams like this throughout the week for our Final Fantasy communities and our other TCG and fighting game communities as well. Tonight, we have an extra special stream. We have Christian Tate on commentary alongside myself, and we also have a spoiler at the end of the stream, so stay tuned for that. We'll get started here in round one in just a moment, so stay tuned. Looks like our players are all set, so we're going to transition on over to them. All right, gentlemen, your voices are live.
Thank you. Give this.
Yeah.
You want to roll?
High roll.
Sure.
Hello. Okay. Oh, cool.
It's 7.
Okay, so we
Higher
got
than 7.
Earth, Fire,
I'll go first.
just like TT. Well, we'll see what that is here in a second. Once we see his opening 5. Okay, yeah, that looks like your standard
Sure. We'll keep this.
Earth, Fire list. I like the Delita here. Seems like a pretty okay hand coming from the left here. And on the right, I didn't get a good look.
Well,
So
he
him
didn't like it either,
Alrighty.
so we're going
Alright,
to take it as
Stitch.
not good.
Okay, so he's playing
Stitch red mage for red.
Lightning. I think I saw Wind in his earlier mulligan, or is he just mono Lightning?
He said to put it as Mono Lightning, but there might
Okay.
be some splash in there.
So, okay, yeah, 'cause it doesn't look like any backup, so he's going for that early zap, keep pressure, and his opponent, if his opponent decides to get rid of it, then he gets a Rama. And if he has something to block, then well, he can go grab a Rama.
Yep.
So,
It either pays for itself later, or it threatens something else on the board later. Now, rather.
like going for that early Camelot, probably having Chaos here. And I think he had another. Oh, he did start mid early, so you either pass or play the Chaos this turn.
Looks like he has about 2 or 3 other cards in hand, so depending on where he wants to go from here. The
Mhm.
thing is, though, Cam by itself on just that turn is powerful enough. It can test the early zapped.
Yeah, he doesn't actually have to play the Chaos this turn.
Yep.
Unless he has like a 2-drop backup in hand, which doesn't look like he does. So he's... Oh, he's a 4-drop though. Or no, that's a Sage. No, he's good.
Yep.
He's probably going to play the... Yeah, play the Sage next turn with Wool potentially. Or just save it, play the Wool, and...
Yeah, only have to ditch the 1 card for the wall. That's when your opponent's turn 1 was relatively underpowered.
And there doesn't really need a Shantoto at this moment in time. Doesn't even look like his opponent can overextend here either, because it looks like he's rocking a Zemus. No Alcid to get the Camelot.
He does have a Gramus to get an Alcid, though.
He does. I think he might be just going all in for that this turn, getting rid of the Camelot. Because it does look like he can go discard 2, play the Alcid. He has an Ununite in hand. So he can get 3 forwards on board and attack Freelium with the Zapped. And the Shantoto is gone, so now he's going to have this nice 3 forward board presence. And now Dustin's going to have to deal with it, unless he draws another Shantoto.
And of
Unless-
course, he's most likely running the 11 package because he has Shantoto, he has the Camelot. So there's a good chance that he also has the Alcid just drawing into the Star Symbol deck. So,
There is a good chance.
just a moment.
Cool. that would have been a problem.
I wanted to quickly double check, make sure that he said audio.
Yep, looks
Awesome.
like this is what he's doing. Get it for the 1. Yeah, now Dustin has to deal with this early game pressure. VV here is, oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. That was the signal there to just go, oh yeah, I'm gonna discard these 4 cards to get Alcid and play Alcid this turn. So yeah, now the Sage Temple play doesn't even matter since he's looking at 4 forwards. So I think playing the Noctis here might be the safest option. Or maybe just playing the Wool. I think
he's got a lot of options, so really it comes down to where does he see himself doing in the next few turns afterwards as well.
But we all know, I believe did Mono Lightning keep that Rama in hand?
I wasn't paying
No,
attention.
it's a Lulu. Okay. That answers my question.
All right.
So, yeah. Probably playing the... Oh. This is perfect. Now he can go get Rama. Yep. He can deal the 7,000 to the Noctis, get rid of it, and then attack over because he only has 4,000 attack. So it's probably going to go hard for that next turn. Maybe keeping the Lulu and ditching whatever he draws. Alcid. Okay, yeah, probably ditching the Alcid for the Rama to get for 3 damage. Or I think he's just going to go... Okay. Yep. Discard the Alcid. Yep, for the Rama. Hey, look at that. Sweet. Ooh, yes, that's exactly what he needed to catch up here. So if he draws a threat or a backup, he's good. Now he has a chance here to stabilize. He's dealt with the pressure on the board. Ooh, it's a pretty good Ilwa. He's going to keep that pressure up, and now his opponent has to deal with an Ilwa. Ooh, Star Sybil finding that Shantou to clear the board. Seems good. These nice time at EX bursts is really helping Dustin here. That Cecil is, in my opinion, pretty important. Just because it takes off a lot of the aggro, but it doesn't really matter now. He has the Star Sybil because it finds the Shantou. So yeah, these are pretty good. Looks like he's drawing into Hexacons here and Minfilia this turn. Just attack it with the VV, and now he's going to play that Shantou, wiping the board, having a free state of mind for next turn. And I think Lyndon only has 2 cards in hand, so it's pretty good for Dustin here.
Well, he still, however, does have 2 Illuas in his deck, which is something that Dustin has to play around and be aware of. Because
it looks like he just drew another Illua, so he's probably going to play that this turn. And then Dustin has to deal with the Illua, or he dies that turn, the next turn.
Yep. It's the one downside to Shantou is that it's be very draining on you on that turn. There's that Illua. And
okay,
so you often don't get a chance to set up your defenses that same turn. So if your opponent has any sort of haste forward, you're able to get kind of a free swing in on you. Or if they have enough resources in hand, they're able to just redevelop, and now you're on the back foot again still.
Yeah. Question, can the stream, can they hear both us and the players? Just us?
Just us.
Just us? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I was making sure I wasn't like overlapping any of the players.
No. I had them muted because then there's too much cross noise.
Yeah, I noticed that for the Petite Cup, so I'm glad we're doing this going forward.
That's just how commentary should be done.
Yeah. But I know just last time we had the, during the Petite Cup, we had both voiceovers.
We had it for a while, and then someone pointed out that we shouldn't, and then we switched it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I just make sure.
Yep.
So yeah, Minor, Minfilia, and it looks like he has to play this Delita here. What does that Delita do again? Could you bring it up on the screen for me?
The 5 cost?
Yeah, the one that's in his hand, the 3 drop, 4 drop, something like that. I can't see the cost from here. Yeah, that Delita, I see it. Let's choose. Okay, yeah, he just has to play the Delita here, and has to hope his opponent doesn't get rid of it. Because I think Lyndon has a Rigdia in hand. So you just need another sort of a Rama would do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he has like 6 damage. So this Ilwa is looking pretty deadly here. Yep, got that Delita. Let's see where this turn takes us. drawing into a backup and a King of Bermesia, it looks like. So 2 backups. That's pretty good for Dustin here to start stabilizing. Let's see, we got... Because even if he plays King this turn, that's only... He has 4 cards in hand, so he goes back to 4, grabbing Estinian. Doesn't have haste either, so that doesn't really do anything here. He's going to go grab Alpha Say. Looks like he's just going to set up this turn for his next turn, try to get in for the Illo. Yep. Because he can't get over this turn. Because he drew 2 backups in a row.
Yeah, but he can set up for the future.
Probably going to be a pass. Oh, he does have the Rama. I think he's just going to go for it. 2 cards in hand. No? Okay, needs to be safe. Do it next turn, that way it doesn't lose as many resources. Looks like he drew Emperor's turn. I think he just plays, yeah, discards, play that, keep the Belias up. Rama. Oh, that works. Oh wait, no, he only has two backups, so it does not work. What's the rest of his hand? So Edia, is that a Alcid, Rama? So
The big thing about Emperor being down now as well is that
he can play Alcid into Rigia, so actually this is game right here. Because even if Belias, that's only 1,000. He could tempt to Belias because he has another Earth card in hand, so he could dry Hekacons here, but that wasn't the case.
All right, guys, well played. You mind playing a friendly game real quick on stream as
Absolutely.
well?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
That was not satisfying.
It's like
7
you pitched on Toto, but you got it back.
Let's report real quick. I could have, yeah, but
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
was trying to figure out a
Oh,
way
shit,
to
I forgot how
pay
much you
it
dealt. 2 or 3?
because yeah, I did 3. Just because again, the haste. I'm like, I need to.
It's something you have to watch out for lightning.
Yeah.
You have a lot of hasty guys.
There you go. Ugh, that was just not good.
Do you want to roll again, or you want to choose?
Sure, we can roll.
11. Also 11. 6. Snake Eyes.
Go first.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I'll keep.
Sure. Drop turn.
Mm-hmm.
Stitch lawn for red mage.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
Draw 1 and 2. Ramza, Ramza Lulu. Sit Previan.
Previan?
Bring
Sure.
back
Lulu.
Pass.
Tap 1, ditch. Titan. Not this.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
One.
Okay, what I miss?
Ramza.
Yes.
1.
I wasn't watching either. So
Okay, yeah,
3.
looks
Well,
like
Rondo,
Dustin went
7K
turn 1
haste.
red mage,
7K haste.
turn 2 into Noctis Guardian Titan, Lyndon went turn 1 Sid, it looks like, into Lulu, and then played Ramza, and now he's casting Grandma.
Looks like it.
I was seeing if any other guys wanted to commentate as well
Gotcha.
between rounds. Looks like he's probably going to play the ZV here and deal with the Ramza early. Yep. Okay, drawing into an Edia and a Rigdia here. Maybe probably playing the Coral or the Rigdia. I don't think he needs to play the Rigdia here. It doesn't do anything to the VV. And then the Coral sets him up for the next turn. Yep. Because if he draws an Alcid, that's really good. Because he can play the Alcid into the VV. But now the VV's tapped. So if Dustin decides to play it forward this turn and Lyndon draws that Alcid, it's looking really good. It's a lot of ifs. Okay, so we got the Vanille. Seems pretty good here, drawing Grandma and the Black Waltz. So no Alcid shenanigans this time. Didn't draw back, so that's awkward with the Lydia. Could probably play the Black Waltz. I'm not sure if he wants to pop the Curl here. Yeah, you said it, Lyndon. Yeah, very awkward for Lyndon here. Doesn't have the Illawa, doesn't have the Alcid. Sure, he had the mid-previous start, but he's now on the back pedal because he didn't get his early game aggressiveness and board presence. Just because you do want to get the early Alcid so you can get multiple forwards and have your opponent deal with that. But Dustin's doing a good job of keeping his opponent's forwards at bay, and Lyndon's not drawing Alcid or Illawa, so he's kind of on the back pedal at the moment.
Lyndon not finding the pieces he needs to motivate the game the way he wants to, and Dustin fully taking advantage of that.
He keeps drawing answer cards, but no
No proactive plays.
correct. That's what I was looking for.
That's just kind of the nature of the game.
Yeah, it happens. Is he gonna pop the? No, he's gonna play Onion Knight. Oh no. Interesting. I don't think the point of damage is worth having just another backup out, because he could just play. Oh no, it reduces power. Duh. It hasn't taken damage. That makes sense.
I mean, it puts him ahead on damage and on board. He has 2 forwards to Dustin's 1, so Dustin has to redevelop now. And like we were saying, he has the he has a bunch of reactive plays in his hand, so he can start fighting for that board in that way.
Yeah, I totally forgot it's not dealing damage, so Onion Knight actually doesn't work there. It's lose power.
Unfortunate. Oh, yeah, no EX break. Doesn't matter.
Okay, Zap's a pretty good draw. But he's probably going to play the Louis Swa here. So he can get his Alcid going, keep the Zapped in hand. Probably discarding the Edia just because he's not seeing any backups this turn. I guess he wants to keep it just because he actually can deal with any 3-drop he plays once he gets to the 3rd backup. Looks like he's just discarding the Zap, playing Louis Swa to get the Alpha Say. I thought it was Grandma for a second, so that's why I was talking about Alcid. But yeah, this makes more sense.
I like the idea of also holding on to the idea just because he already has lost 1 to the damage zone, and you want to be able to, that card to be able to do something at least some point during the match.
Well, yeah, this actually makes a lot more sense. I just thought it was Gramus and not Louis Swa. Because this makes a lot more sense because he gets the Alpha Nod, so he's able to have 4 backups, so now he can play the Edia next turn and break the wool. And also give it haste with Coral, so he can attack over with his dudes if he really wants to.
Clear out the way, and then make a big swing.
Yeah, you just give her Brave. That way she can block. Cause she's an idle blocker, just so you can keep bringing her back with her effect, because it's pretty good. I wonder if we'll get any more Hekakon tiers in the future. Make Vanilla really good.
That's the question, though. Like, do we want more Hekakon tiers? That makes Vanilla better.
We need a Hekakon tier for 2 mana that breaks a 2 or less backup.
Let's make a modal Hekakon tier.
Choose to break a backup 2 or less.
All right, so he's popping the Corel here, and he's popped the Corel, he blocks the Vanilla. Looks like Dustin is choosing to exile one of the Hekakon tiers in his deck to keep Vanilla around, or he's considering it.
He's definitely doing it. He wants to keep the this board alive. Getting rid of that one. I think I see another Hekakon tier in his deck.
Yeah. It looked like he was searching for the backup breaking one, not the fight effect, because he saw multiple of the fights, and he's like, I don't want to get rid of that. That's important. That's an actual card that does things in this matchup.
Gets rid of his forward. He doesn't really need the Hekakon tier in this matchup. A lot of the backups the Lightning has doesn't really hinder you too much. Sure, getting a spicy Lulu trade when you go into attacks to even power, but still, that's just medium.
Yep.
Oh, here's the Alcid. Does he still have the... No, he doesn't have a target with it. But he does have a Edia they can kill this wool with.
So let's go look at what happens.
Which he may have a Hekakon tier in response just to kill it off, but he might want to... Nope, there isn't. Okay. Oh, is it Edea? Okay. Here we go. Again.
Immediately into that star symbol. EX Burst proving once again to be a good mechanic.
Oh, yes. So good. Yeah, was it Star Symbol last game? Was that 4th or 5th damage?
It was on the 4th EX last game.
Okay, 4th. Cool.
Yeah, because it was the 3rd point was Cecil, and the 4th point I think was the Star Symbol.
Oh, yeah, that's so good. Drawing Phoenix Cam here. I think he's playing Shantoto this turn.
I mean, there is a Phoenix line where Phoenix gets back, Noctis blows up the Edea.
This is true. He can have a clear board.
And then he has Vanille already still in play, so he risks leaving his opponent with 1 forward that he can't block because he'll have 2 forwards up. But even then, you don't. I think that's still pretty good tempo. Also, you can just Phoenix on your opponent's turn mid-combat to blow up one of his stackers. So. Or he can do none of those things.
Yeah, because the thing is, with the Phoenix, he has to discard 3 cards. Same thing with Shantoto. But the thing is, if he wants to keep the Phoenix open, he has to play something else. And then he has no cards in hand, or like 4 cards in hand.
Fair enough.
And so he has to discard 3 for the Phoenix, bringing in 2 or 1 cards in hand, which isn't the best.
Yeah.
This way, now he can save the Phoenix and only discard 2 cards.
Well, he discarded the Phoenix.
Oh, did he? Okay. Yeah. All I saw was the Elias. I looked over and said hi to Jeff.
Hi.
Yeah, the fact that Linden hasn't seen any Illas this game is really helping Dustin try to get into the car seat here, try to stabilize. Linden's not making it easy, though.
Yeah. So the Zemus in play, which, if goes uncontested, will start turning this game very much in Linden's favor.
So let's see, he's tapping 3, playing Camelot this turn, it looks like.
Starting, yep, playing the cam.
Did you want it? Welcome, welcome.
All right, joining us on mic, we have Jeff.
Hello.
Hello, Jeff. How we doing today?
Doing pretty good. How you doing, Christian?
Doing good. Awesome. How was your games?
I got it 7-4. So
Okay.
he
nice.
was just kind of screwed on backups, but this game is actually starting to look really interesting.
Oh yeah, this is a friendly. The first game, I already figured out what happened, but it was good. It was a good game.
Mono Lightning had. Never mind. You guys are good. Sorry. Mono Lightning had an explosive start, and Earthfire was able to stabilize after the initial
Onslaught.
assault,
Yeah.
but ended up going to Lightning's favor, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Blunted the initial assault, but wasn't able to fully stabilize. Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's- Yuri, his hand is ridiculous now because he
Yeah.
finally drew the Illawa, and he has Zemus, and he
With,
has Yuri.
And then he also
Um,
has Alcid and Break. So
So I
this
think
can- this can
the
start
plan
getting
here, I think he's thinking about using Yuri this turn to dual and freeze the Camelot before he gets protection from Yuri.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter what color he calls, because Yuri is all elements. He has protection from Yuri.
No, he's not. He's not dark.
Right, that's why he might do the dual and freeze this turn.
You said he was old.
I mean, shut up.
Jeff, just because you're right doesn't mean you're correct.
I know. I'm sorry.
And then next
Yeah.
turn, he's going to activate 3 backups, or dual 3 backups with the Yuri to dual freeze the Jet if his opponent doesn't play any forwards. So then he could just play the Illawa and attack him for game.
Yeah. Shoot, I didn't even-
Kazimus also
Or-
is in field. I believe he has an Alcid in the yard, so another thing he can do on the next turn
Yeah.
is play Alcid into Illawa, and he has the Coral. So he can
Oh,
get both
yeah.
things haste.
Ooh, that's fun.
And has 6,000 on the board, so he just attacks with the first strike. That's a lot of pressure for Dustin to deal with here. So
Yeah. What do you
Lyndon has a bunch of options at this point.
think? Yeah. It's definitely something I do miss about playing Mono Lightning. Was just that super aggro play that you can do.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like he's not even going to threaten the dual freeze. He's just going to try to threaten the trade with Zemus here. What a myth. What a legend.
Oh my gosh.
Because he can pop the Coral to give him plus 3,000. So he's trying to get his opponent to trade instead of just dual freezing the Yuri. And then if he doesn't, the next turn, if he doesn't deal with the Zemus, he can do that Alcid play I was talking about.
Oh, I totally forgot about Coral. Ooh.
Yeah.
Of course, all this stuff comes out after I switch to Ice
Sure, he
Lightning.
doesn't kill anything with Alcid, Illawa, but it's 2 hasters, so he can party attack, force him to block, and kill him. Oh, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Is he going to? Yeah, I definitely think the smarter play was just to kind of take the slow roll, dual freeze the Camelot, let him do his. I mean, the only part about doing that is that his opponent might have the Hecaton tier, which makes it awkward.
Well, he can't use Hecateer because he only has 2 in hand, and he had all dual backups, so he wouldn't even have been able to cast.
I thought he had
Hecateer.
a Earth Guard in hand.
It was just 2 cards.
Yeah, so you can discard 1, play 2-drop Hecaton tier.
Oh yeah, it is 2. I always think it's 3 for some reason.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is
But
very
this way
interesting.
now, Dustin is at 6 point of damage, so Yuri can just dual freeze the Emperor. Oh no, he played Emperor.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, this is exactly what Dustin needed. That's so good. Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Uh,
I saw what he drew and I was like, oh, dang.
Yep. Now here's the
Yep. This is where Lyndon wishes he would have taken the slower route. Actually, no. Even then, it wouldn't have worked because Emperor.
Well, he could have had a dual freeze Camelot this turn because he wouldn't be able to do it on his turn, so he wanted to do it on his main phase. moving into his turn, so that way the Camelot stays dull and frozen, and he only has one attacker to attack with. And next turn he can activate Yuri again, but like you said, he has the Emperor. So if he did go with the early Yuri play, he'd be able to.
I mean, do you think it was smart to take care? Yeah, I think it was smart to take care of the Wool instead of the Emperor because he doesn't really have a lot of abilities that he wants to be activating right now.
Because Wool can win a game by himself. That 10k he can't deal with.
Yeah.
He can deal with 8k. He doesn't need to activate anything anymore. The only thing was the Yuri and the Zemus. Now they're both off the board, so
Yeah.
Emperor is no longer relevant.
That's true.
Alpha Nod does 1,000, I think, but that's not super relevant. I mean, it'd be able to trade with the Emperor because you can go block with Edea with the 7,000 and deal 8,000, but that's not
Yeah,
good.
that's true.
And he can't do that anyway because
Yeah.
it's Emperor. So
Yeah. Emperor is definitely good. Like I still run it in my deck, and I've had it in so many situations where it's just helped me.
like a lot of people aren't playing it, even though it shuts down Yuri and Dataluma, two biggest,
You can't Cactuar.
or Cactuar is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Dataluma Cactuar deck, the Win Yuri Chilinku, as you shut down the Yuri.
Exactly.
I think just because it takes up a dark card and it's a slot in your deck, because sometimes it just kind of sits there and it's an 8k for 4.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I run it is because I just don't like playing up against Yuri and Chilinka. It just gets so annoying. But yeah, and then every other situation I've ever had it in, I think I've only ever had one instance where I was not happy to see it.
Rama. Oh, but that Black Mage works.
Yeah.
Because he plays the Black Mage, makes him reduce power. Now he can discard the card, play the Illawa, and now he has to block. And he has 2 attackers to close out this game. Good
Oof.
game.
Dang. Lightning Step.
It's out there pretty well.
Well played, gentlemen. Well played. Thank you for playing that friendly game on stream.
Yeah. I was like, oh shoot, four big bodies like Cam, what is it, Wall and Emperor.
Yeah.
But then I was like, yeah, I'll trade with the Cam.
I figured I'd get rid of the Yuri,
Yuri now.
but at the same time, I probably that was actually probably a bad call since I have Emperor already on board. So,
Yeah, so
it was
like,
probably unnecessary.
I wouldn't be able to use any of his abilities anyway.
Yeah, I guess the thing I was thinking of is just because I was at lethal already, so it's kind of like you swing, so you kind of decide the tempo.
Yeah.
Whereas if I clear your board, I'm still 2 forwards ahead, so I
Yeah,
figured
that's true.
that might be a better choice.
Yeah.
So, but
Once again, thank you very much,
Fun
guys, for
games.
playing on stream. Hope
Yeah.
to see you guys later in the match. And we will be right back, guys, here in just a moment with our round 2 pairings. Stay tuned. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for your patience. We have our next round here, moving on in starting here in just a moment. It's going to be Lyndon versus Nick. So we get started here as soon as our players take their seats and have the microphones up and ready to rock. All right, guys, your voices are live.
I don't know. You have no proof of that.
If you can hear yourself in the headset, your voice is live.
I always hear myself screaming internally because of Karen. That's only the lore I'm going to add today.
All right.
Do you have dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
High roll?
Yes, please.
That's 9.
Yep. Not 9.
I'll play first.
Sure.
All right, and now we're switching to commentary here. Christian, welcome back.
Yeah, feels good to be back. Looks like we have a mirror match going on today.
Yep, we've got Nick piloting Ben's deck. Mono Lightning versus more
Ooh.
Mono Lightning.
Seems good. I like that. Yeah. If there was some sort of DD Crow effect, it's kind of like White Mage, but you just discard it from your hand to do it.
Yeah, summon speed removal, graveyard break zone removal will be pretty good.
No, just discard this card, remove a card from your opponent's break zone. Disgusting. For Superview? For Black? This seems similar. Okay,
It's the mirror matchup, literally.
It is. I think he's definitely going to play an Illua this turn. I think this matchup determines whoever gets the Illua first. And then it becomes an Illua war. I actually haven't seen the mirror match before, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, I think it is very much going to come down to, because Unlightning has both a handful of good evasive tools and things that 2-for-1 your opponent, is trying to make sure that you use your tools better than your opponent does, and also respecting what your opponent has for tools and trying to play around those, and forcing them to use them on turn so they don't want to use them on, and then getting your... Yeah.
So it looks like he did discard Ramo to play the Illua, attacking and hitting the Onion Knight for damage here. Looks like he drew another Sid Previa and something else. Zemus? Okay, yep. And he's going to play the Zemus and probably pass here, forcing Lyndon to deal with the Zemus, or else Nick gets value out of Zemus.
Yep.
Which will be very important in this matchup. But looks like he's sitting on an Alcid. And does he have a target with it? I don't think I see one. Yeah, King. Yep, he's gonna get a. Okay, yep. Not playing. Can't play Alcid this turn because he does not have the Fearless.
Lightning Port to put in play.
Yep. So it looks like Nick might actually get some value out of the Zemus. He's gonna play the. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. That's pretty good. I didn't think about that. I didn't see the idea, to be honest. Or is it idea?
I think it's... just call it Adia. I don't think anyone's ever lost sleep over which way you pronounce it.
I was pronouncing your anger, and it's supposed to be like Urianche. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, a lot of the silent stuff is like French-esque.
Another one. Let's draw a Edia. Let's go. Ooh, Alcid Yuri. Okay, ditching Alcid, playing the Yuri. keeping the Yuri up, dual freezing the Zemus with the Yuri here, so he can get in with the Edea and the Illawa. It's pretty good. Yep.
Would you look at that? You're like a prophet.
Ooh, there we go. So he gets to get his own Edea.
Currently only has 2 backups, so he can't
Yeah.
get rid of anything on the board. He either needs to get 2 more backups to be able to blow up that Yuri, either pop the bubble on the Illawa and get a backup out. So there's it definitely has an uphill battle, but not undoable.
Yeah, I think because Linden was able to get the early game Illawa, he got the early game damage, and just, you know, the pressure he needs against his opponent. And Nick just getting that slow start and getting stuck at 2 backups is a little rough here. So Linden can continue to put on the pressure, and Nick has to deal with a bubble Illawa and a Yuri. Just a constant freeze or draw. Yeah, there's not much more I can say about that. Good Rama could save him here. Not kind of. Yeah, this is really awkward for Nick here. And he's gonna get Alcid.
Yeah, my problem, I look at this board and I think, man, I just want a Shantoto. Remember, both these guys are not running Earth.
Yeah. Unless someone just starts splashing Earth, you see a Star Stable, you're like, wait, what?
Yep.
Shantoto? Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah.
I'm playing Mono Lightning, splashing Earth for Wool and Shantoto.
And Star Sybil.
Stars.
You're already running like Cam and everything else. You're just like, yeah. Just Earth Lightning, Dark Package, Cam, easy mode.
Okay, so interesting. So he has a Rama in hand. Probably dueling the Yuri, dealing 7,000 to Edea. He just has to take the Illawa. Cool. The Edea is still killable.
Yep.
And now he can't actually get any value out of Yuri. Okay, now he can. He realized that. And then in response is going to activate Yuri's effect, dueling 3 backups to draw a card, or keep Zemus frozen, which is what he might do. Yep. And now he can bring his opponent to 5.
Unfortunate hit with that being an Illawa.
Well, see, the only difference is here is Nick has a handful of cards. Linden does not.
Yeah, so once Nick is able to stabilize, if he's able to stabilize, big if there though. There's that Alfie nod. He might be able to fight his way back into this game.
Oh yeah,
but
he should be able. He's playing the Edea to kill the Yuri right now, and now he can block the Illawa with his own. Actually, no, he can't. I mean, he can't. He can, but Linden does have the Lulu, bringing his Illawa to 7,000, which is gonna topple over the Edea, which honestly is fine because then he could just bring it back with Zemus for later if his opponent plays another forward, because he's only at 5 points damage here.
so he can take at least 1 hit. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could happen here the next turn.
And it doesn't look like Linden drew the Estinian, so I think Nick is relatively safe here. He's probably just going to take it here or block with the Edea. Because he knows with Lightning they have a bunch of haste, so being at 6 is very risky, especially if they have just another Illawa in hand. Yeah, so he's going to go to 6. Looks like Nick also has no cards in hand now.
His last play was play out his hand, get as much things on the board, do everything he possibly can.
Yeah, now he can get some real value out of this Zemus and start outpacing Linden. Although
least
Linden
attempt
does
to.
have 2 cards in hand because kind of drew kind of dead there. And so we'll see what these next 2 cards are off the top. And Nick's starting to stabilize here. being able to keep the Zemus throughout these rounds, finally untapping and getting some value out of it is really going to start pushing him ahead on board. Let's get here. A bunch of good stuff. Alcid, probably getting keeping Edia up. What else he has here? Edia. Or he could just pass, keep open the Edia, and threaten block with Zemus if he really wants to. That seems a little risky. He can always waste resources and use the Alpha Nod to pop the bubble for Illawa. Then he can use. Is he have 3 cards in hand or 4? 2? Oh, 2. Okay, that's a little different. Activate effect. Yeah, I was thinking Illawa.
Grabs the Illawa back.
And he might just pass this turn. Or attack with Edia. One of those. Yep. That seems like the smart decision here.
Linen doing things on Nick's end step, seeing if he can. Unless he's trying to get rid of the Illawa. Popping the bubble, just to pop the bubble.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to crack the backup so he can play the next backup.
Yep. I think he has an X-Death in hand. I guess Cog listed it earlier.
Yep, getting the Estinian. 'Cause I think there was one in the yard from when he searched for. Oh no. Yeah, we searched for the king, right? Yep.
Bringing his own Estinian. Okay. And he'll have all of its.
Yeah, this looks like game here. The tag, yeah, he has to block with Illawa here. And then his Illawa gets just a free attack in. If he had another card in hand, Illawa special, he'd be fine. Or not Illawa special, sorry. Edia special. Good game. No.
Like turn 1 and then turn 2.
Oh.
Like it was a Sid preview after Sid preview. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not what you want to see. One's enough for, yeah.
And then my target was Black Mage. I was like, oh, rip.
Well played, gentlemen. You guys want playing a friendly game on stream real quick?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. And then just, you guys could not hear the commentary, correct?
No.
Awesome. Just double checking that. Great.
Good lie.
Yeah, I totally heard when they were commenting earlier about Nick having 3 Sid Previas in hand and how he couldn't do anything.
I also definitely knew that. Excellent. Cool. I'll go turn that slip in for you guys and let's go ahead and get started.
Do you want to roll again or?
Up to you.
Okay. Looks like they're resolving mulligans here. Drawing into a Rama here. We're looking at Odin, playing Alpha Nod. He's a Black Mage. Okay. Looks like he's set up to just so he can be on 4. Looks like he has a Onion Knight in hand. And Linden over here. Rocking Alcid, King of Bermesia. Okay, alright. I can see. Get the early game pressure. Didn't really have a strong place. It looks like a lot of his backups were 3 drops. Grab Alpha Nod. That way thin his deck. Less dead draws in the late game here. Oh, is that all of them? Fail to find, alright. If this is Yu-Gi-Oh, you get to look at your entire deck. swing with the zap, getting that free damage in. He's probably going to play a Black Mage here. Oh, it looks like he might ditching 2 to play a 3-drop. Interesting. For Black Mage. And then next turn he's probably going to play the Sid to get himself an Illawa to keep that pressure on board. His opponent, I believe, is just going to play Zemus. Now he has to deal with the Zemus, otherwise he's going to have value. He's probably going to attack him with Zap, either get the free point of damage or get damage in on the Zemus, and then go get Rama to finish off Zemus. So he gets a free point of damage in, getting the Alcid here.
That's 2 Alcids.
Now he's probably going to discard and play a Lulu, because if he plays the Searchers, he goes up to 6 cards in hand. This way, he just plays it and goes to 5, because I believe that's 7 cards in hand. Unless he wants to discard. Okay. So he's just going to get the backup and play the backup as well, bring it 3, and then playing the Sid the next turn, because that after that should put him to 5 cards, I believe. Because he's going to ditch 1 here, play the Alphanon. I'm assuming. That way he can be on 3 to be on court for the Sid. Probably the Regia or the Amon. Yeah. Yep. Sounds good.
How do you feel
Gotcha,
about Amon in the current Mono Lightning decks? I feel like it's just too slow.
Amon is good as the 1-of, just so you can get your finishers.
Right.
Is kind of mediocre in the current meta, just because you play it against Dataluma. You know, it gets killed. But the thing is, Mono Lightning has a hard time against Dataluma anyway. So I think Amon's still a good card as a 1-of, depending on how aggressive your Mono Lightning deck is, if you're trying to get some nice finishers.
Fair enough.
Because Amon is still really good. If it stays on the board, you're able to just deal with your opponent's blockers and get in there for damage. Okay. So I think he's going to try to play the Illawa this turn, get 2 more points of damage here just to be ahead of his opponent and force his opponent to start playing some forwards in response. Now what is he going to discard for this Illawa? Probably the Sid Previa. Yep. Playing the Illawa. Oh, he's just going.
So he's going ham.
Okay, cool. Now is it 5 backups? Oh, yep. And now he's going to, oh yeah, I can break a monster. That's so good. I forget Zap's a monster sometimes.
It is a monster in all regards at all times.
That's so good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was sweet. London's still in a good spot here, though. Only 1 damage with 5 backups and a card in hand. So he's going to go 3 and play pretty much whatever he wants for free next turn.
Definitely.
Wow. Double Zemus.
I mean, both players have that actually. Nick having the double Alcid in the damage zone, and Lyndon with double Zemus in damage zone.
So it looks like he drew a Astinian. So now he can keep the pressure up and be kind of almost at even pace with his opponent. And now his opponent has to deal with the Astinian if he does decide to play it. Oh, and he has 2 Ramas in hand? 3? Oh, excuse me, sorry. My apologies for coughing. Yep. Attack for 1. Rama. That'd be so good. The EX versus Rama here to take care. Oh, he has Lulu. That's only 9,000, so it doesn't matter. Odin EX would be good. That'd be sweet. Oh, other Rama. Okay, so drawing Rama and Rama. I see 3 Ramas on top. Seems good. So just going in for damage here. Wow. Well, okay, never mind.
Trying to damage race and unfortunately not working out the way he wants it to.
Yeah.
Which is low when you flip Odin EX. Feels good.
Oh yeah. You always feel ecstatic about it. And you're like, yeah, this is why I play Odin EX. And then every other time, I've drawn it. I don't like this card.
Yeah.
They can give Rams a haste, so he can potentially offering lethal this turn. But we all know, nope, and Nick has, well, 3 Ramas in hand, so he should be fine. Yeah. Eddie, yeah. Aww. Yep, using the Rama. Ooh, yes. Yes, bait him. Bait him. Trying to... Yep, And now you have to discard a card. Yeah. And then you're going to discard a card to keep it, and then he's going to ram it. Or actually, no, he can alpha nod that, because that's going to be another K. But in response, he can just pump the Rama.
And that, children, is how you properly navigate a stack.
Isn't the stack fun?
It's something. So yeah, for those of you watching, because we don't have the actual audio for the 2 players, Linden activated the ability the first time to put up to 5,000 to give Rams a haste. Nick responded. He activated 2 more times to bring him to 7. And then realized that the remove would still go through beforehand because of how the numbers work out.
So he has to discard a card and use a resource. And then in response, his opponent casts another Rama.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause Nick was just trying to get his opponent to use resources there, or just let the Rams to die.
Yep. Granted, both players use a lot of resources there, but anything that buys Nick a turn is good. Unfortunately, though, Nick still realizing though that deck is not gonna function the way he wants to.
Yeah, the fact that he drew Rustinian, I was like, wow, this is what Linden needed.
Just sometimes it feels a little dull. Sometimes if it doesn't get started, it just...
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
All right. Thank you very much, guys, for playing that from the game on stream. And we will be back with round 3 here pretty soon. So stay tuned. We hope to see you guys then. All right, everyone, welcome back to round 3. We have 4 undefeated players tonight, so we will have one more round after this between the finalists of this game and the other player and our pair of undefeated players off stream. So, with that said, we'll transition over to our players now. All right, guys, your voices are live.
High roll?
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of low. That's 6. That's higher than 6.
I'll go first.
Sure.
And looks like we have deck names.
I was trying to figure out.
It's perfect. Austin, Lyndon, Austin.
Wow, yeah, what'd I come to?
But did they name their decks this?
Austin couldn't think of a name, so he was like, call my deck Lyndon. And then Lyndon was like, yeah, we'll call my deck Austin.
Oh,
And now you guys are up to speed.
Thank you for catching us up. Looks like we have Mono Lightning versus some cards on the left that I can't see.
versus Austin's hands.
Okay, so prismatic sleeves.
Austin is planning on
Let's
saying that he is playing Wind Lightning. So
Oh,
we have
yeah.
Mono Lightning versus Wind Lightning.
Those Shatterfoil sleeves are actually nutty.
They're sweet. I used to have them on my Yu-Gi-Oh cards a long time ago. Yeah, that's pretty. Looks like we're discarding to play 2 backups here to match the opponent here.
Nice slow start for both players. Do you think I would see a more aggressive start here if we're playing with, Cypher? Maybe we'll see that come out before Fujin.
That's true. We don't see an Illa in Linda's hand either, so it looks like it is going to be a type of slow game here for Mono Lightning.
The no value Black Mage. It's good, man.
It's so delicious. It's like
Wait, what's
Christmas.
this other card next to this Gramus?
That's Alpha, or next to Gramus. Looks like is that a 3-drop? Looks like a backup.
Is it Louiswa?
It's a
It is.
Louiswa. It's a Louiswa. And then the far left is Edia.
That's a good play coming out, I think.
Yeah, so it looks like opponent discarded Chelinka playing the Y'shtola. He drew the Illa, but now there's a Y'shtola to block it.
This is exactly why I stopped playing Mono Lightning, by the way, because I am sick and tired of everything being under curve and undamageable, even when they're active.
Yeah, the fact that Y'shtola is like, I don't take damage.
Mm.
I'm just like, okay, thanks. Thanks for ruining my game plan.
Why does Gramus search for a 12 forward? Because no one ever searches for anything else.
That's true.
Just Alcid.
It's just, yeah, I will find us.
There was a time where we searched for Vaughn.
Well, I'm sure in 12 you play this to find other forwards.
Yeah.
So.
Remember when Vaughn was played for a little bit, though? That was
Yeah,
nice.
it is a little bit.
Yeah,
People are like,
and
you know
if
what,
you
I
look
like
at-
this card. And then they're like, oh, Diabolos just kills it. Okay.
Ah, what a hit.
Attacking her again there, Rama. That's pretty good.
That spell that does no damage to Y'shtola.
Looks like he's debating about playing a backup. I can't really see Austin's hand too well. No, it looks like he's just passing with 4 cards in hand.
Getting ready for the big play next turn.
And now Linda can safely go in with his Illawa here. He can even, if he wants to, play Coral as well, and then play Zemus. And put Zemus in if he wants to get real greedy, and then force his opponent to deal with the Zemus. And then next turn, since he can't play Alcid or anything to kill the Zemus, because it's dual if he does decide to go in that route. Looks like he's going to play the Illawa here.
It's a shame his hand is full of 4s and not backups here, though, because, being able to capitalize on Eddie at 4 backups is really strong.
Hit 99, okay, not a bad hit. I think he's debating about playing
But in this situation, I honestly would just play the Zemus at this point. And dish Alcid. Oh, he's going to go in big.
Yeah, he might do the Coral play. But no, he's already past combat, so. Okay, I see. That works too. I think that's fine.
Sid High Wind Special. Opus.
Let's go.
No more of that. It's like goodbye backups.
Right.
You see, he's cranky, Sid, too. He's got his hands on his tummy. Shara! We got gas!
Get some tea! I wish I could see what he's debating about.
It's like Onion Knight in the damage zone, right? And then what else we got? Yeah, I can't see anything.
I like how we're both leaning over to see his
my-
hand.
You know you're getting older when you start steering the controller the direction you want.
Yeah, just like.
When I do wave dashes and play Smash like this, flick the controller.
We're gonna grab his own Illinois here. With Sid.
Do you think it was worth it going down to one card for the Edia here? 'Cause he's at 3 back. Stay strong. Getting rid of the Ishchol is pretty important.
Yeah, I think that was a fine play. Is either that or playing the Xenos.
Yeah, I mean, Alcid's like useless here in this matchup.
Yeah,
I think.
definitely, because his forwards are either dual or can't be targeted or don't take damage.
That's why I hate Lightning against Scions, because these guys just turn sideways way too fast.
Yep. Or they don't take damage. Well, no. They can take damage. The only one that doesn't take damage, I believe, is Y'shtola.
Wow, this is
Though I win one. Yeah, playing the area. Again, set up the 4 backups here. Getting ready for the next turn. Because he's not under pressure too much. He's only at 1 damage, so he can afford to go to 3 damage here. So getting the Chelinka probably has a Yuri or something else to pair with it in hand. Or maybe he just doesn't want the... Yep, I think I see a Yuri there. So I'm seeing a light card.
He already discarded Jellicoe too. He's
Alright,
electing
pass
to
it.
take some big damage here.
Yeah, taking the slow route just so I can capitalize it on next turn. Just because I think he's out of haste forwards at this point. Discarding the Coral as well. So he's probably only going to take the 2 extra points of damage this turn, going to 3. And probably has a decent amount of EX burst in the deck as well.
Well, I don't see more than 9 EX bursts going into a Mono Lightning deck. 'Cause we're running, obviously there's 3 Edia. But people have elected to drop out Odin EX for the 4-drop Rummy. So that's we'll see 2 to 3 of that. And then if there's any more EX, it's not gonna be from a backup. That's for sure. Nobody runs Seymour, and
I mean, there's still Cypher.
sure,
Cypher
yeah,
gets you, Edia.
that's true. But I will only see like 2 Cypher. 3's kind of too many.
Yeah.
So that's about 7, maybe 8.
Let's see some goodness. Coming with the Illiwa here. Ooh, Illiwa is a pretty good hit
That's a
for Austin
Nasty
here.
hit.
And then into backup. Good hit for Austin. And good hit with that Illiwa for Linden there. That's always good to see a Illiwa in the bricks or in the damage zone. You're like, oh, don't have to deal with that now.
It's also 2 Onion Knights down. Being forced to discard 1 CP is pretty detrimental. Actually, I think that card just stopped seeing play because people were playing decks that could mitigate damage.
Yeah, and that, and it's bad against that Illiwa.
It's awful against that card. Yeah.
I will tell you, I will kill it and respond. Ninja, get Onion Knight. I'll kill it.
I love how it doesn't
Okay.
say up to 1 forward, so if he's the only one in play, he has to target himself.
Which one?
Onion Knight, the 4-drop.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Kageyama. I know you can hear me. Wow.
That's so good. X-Death grabbing the Y'shtola here, giving Linden some protection. I always called it Austin because I saw the Austin deck.
That's a nasty play. There's no way to get rid of that now.
It's looking awkward for Austin here, but now he's at 4 backup, so let's see if he can start getting some dudes on the board, matching Linden's board state here, because I still can't see his hand.
He tragically does not have a 5th backup so that he can get a good dull and freeze.
Yeah, because I believe he does have Yuri and Chelinka in his hand right now.
I don't like that engine with Lightning.
No.
There's no other synergies going on.
Because you're in with lightning, you're being a little more aggressive, so you're tapping your backups more. So like having a reactive playstyle with Yuri, sure Yuri can get you value and gets you a dual freeze engine, but that's a lot of slot. It takes a lot of time to set up in a deck where you're not trying to set up. You're playing tempo. I mean, once you establish it and get it off, it's really good.
For me, tempo is who's top deck. Like if you're both top decking, yours are always better. And I feel like Mono Lightning has the better tempo top decks here, even though it's playing control. It's like kind of shifted over into like tempo mid range, like hybrid, with control elements.
Yeah, that's what I don't like playing Lightning, but I like Lightning as a whole because it pretty much can play at any pace sometimes, and sometimes it's an aggro deck. Sometimes you're playing control. You bring out your 5 backups, and you're playing the value engine game. You got plenty of removal, nice responses, but wind just kind of overshadows it at the moment.
I think Lightning suffering from similar problems that Fire is suffering from prior to this next opus that's coming out. Everybody says Mono Fire is going to be good. I'm dubious.
Do you think that Lightning got any good tools so that out of the spoilers that we've seen so far that might give it an edge in this next Opus 8 post Opus 8 meta?
I would have to do a serious cost benefit compare and contrast.
Okay, that's fair.
That Riden 4 cost is good.
I really like that 3-drop that's kind of like an Amon and then has a shield.
I really wanted that the Anima monster from Chapters as -1 to their whole board.
Looks like look like he's activating Yuri. I think he's trying to.
Is it?
Oh, okay, yeah, because he has both of
right,
them.
yeah,
He can actually.
And he can wipe the board too if he wants.
Because let's see, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, so he played a Chalinka and then.
Yeah, okay.
It's the only prior class and then he did that.
And now Austin is forced to deal with the Yuri and Chalinka because now what Lyndon can do here, or Austin can do here if Lyndon doesn't get rid of it, is a party attack with the Yuri and Chalinka and kill something.
Wouldn't he have just been able to use I'll handle him here to do 3?
Yeah, he did do 3.
Oh, he needed to do the extra to kill it, right? That makes sense.
Because Chalinka's only doing 2,000 when she enters, yeah.
I'm crazy.
Math can be hard.
I thought you did more for some reason. I don't know why.
And with the 7, I think you just take it. Or offer the trade if you really want, but I think you just take it so you can attack with Yuri and Chalinka next turn. Although I don't see Lyndon's hand at the moment.
I think Lyndon has 1.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Let's go.
Bad stuff.
Good decision.
It's like you draw that Munchkin card. The bad
Oh,
stuff.
now he's getting Estinian. Now, I want Lyndon or Austin to draw Zidane here, 3-drop, so he can take the Estinian and kill the Y'shtola. Because now you can party attack. Sure, he's only doing 1 point of damage, but I think getting rid of the Y'shtola is more important than doing 2 points of
If
damage.
he had the Zidane, I'd be sick.
How would your stomach feel?
I wouldn't. I mean, I had to deal with that against you Tuesday.
You're right.
I had Tuesday. I don't even want to talk about that game. I had nightmares about that game that night.
I was just like, do I discard my whole hand and play 3 backups this hand? I think I do.
Oh
I did,
God.
and then I had the Star Symbol in hand too, the drew into Shantoto.
I haven't had fun playing anything else except Dawn Warriors this day. I mean, I had fun playing Angelo's deck.
Yeah,
I
nice
tasted
one.
power once. I wanted it again.
Edward actually commented it on the YouTube video and pointed out that I should have totally archered earlier and put Camelot going to 3 or 4 backups, but I wanted to stay at 5.
Right, no.
But
Yeah,
I think in the long run, it would have you drew Star Symbol later, you would have been able to play it.
Right.
Well, you would have, but you had to discard an extra card. So
And Eddie plays so clean, dude. That guy's awesome in this game. Anytime he like gives me advice, I just listen to it instantly. And I get better.
Yeah, there's a couple good advice I didn't know about the whole Noctis thing. I mean, it makes sense because the
Right.
ability does trigger, so you target, pop the little bubble, and then you can fight. Instead of me having to discard 2 cards to poke it.
Yeah.
That's a lot better. Looks like we're having some hard decisions here.
He should just swing. I mean,
Yeah.
there's literally
Yeah, you-
nothing that Lynn can do here.
Yep. Body attack, break lethal.
Goodbye.
Yep. And now he could probably just play it back up here or just pass.
Interesting.
Yeah, now he can't
Well, now
get.
he's 4 backups and he's gonna have 5 cards next turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty intimidating.
It's a shame he doesn't have a third element, though.
I wonder what he's gonna do about the inevitable
Well, let's see.
Estinian that's
yeah.
gonna get dropped.
Well,
Wait,
I
maybe he
mean,
has-
he just
maybe he
take it.
has a
He
chaos
goes to.
thing, I don't know.
Whoa, wait. He could play Ilwa and Estinian this turn, can he?
Yeah, he can.
And
then
so
he'd be
he
able
could-
to he'd be able to do all the swings.
Yeah, he'd be able to kill his opponent potentially. What? do
That's
we know
opening
what-
you up for chaos, though, for sure.
It's a greedy play, but he's only at
Is that
2
black?
damage.
Is that black waltz insane too?
Yeah. There's a black waltz.
And a year.
2, huh?
He just played the
Oh, he's
Yuri.
playing the Yuri. Okay. And is he gonna dual freeze the Yuri?
That's actually disgusting. Wait, what?
Go ahead. He just said, "Go ahead." He gets to activate Yuri, boys.
What is this?
Okay. I think that's fine. I guess he doesn't have to.
Something we
But
didn't know is something
I
we
feel
don't. This is the big brain scamaz that's about to happen. What? This Austin's like probably sitting there like, what's happening?
Okay, now he can dual freeze his opponent's Yuri in response.
I mean, no, because then he won't swing.
Hmm?
I mean, then he won't swing at this point. I guess like the worst thing that could happen is he can't party swing.
Mm-hmm.
Or can he? It's like running his
Just
copy
move to combat?
with his,
Sure.
with his Sylph copies and his
Party
Evols.
attack. Sure, you kill Yuri. What? No response. No response. That would be okay.
This is a far cry from Boogie Wonderland versus Angelo's Wind Lightning.
Oh yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So he's gonna job change, trying to kill the Yuri, activating Alpha Nod, trying to get more points of damage this turn, and going with the Yuri. It looks like. So adding back to hand, so you can save for that special. Yuri currently has 3,000 damage marked on it, so he needs to do 5,000 more, which he can easily do.
Yeah, that Lulu being the damage zone isn't doing him any favors.
Mm-mm.
It'd be really nice to have for Yuri right now over the no value Black Mage from earlier. Actually, not being able to break any of his backups is going to be detrimental here, I think. I would really like to see a Lulu against Austin's deck.
Mm-hmm. But he can't. He's locked. He cannot play the Lulu anymore.
That's tragic, actually.
Or when we're playing our game, I played the Agito. It's like, oh, wait, I'm locked. That's fine.
I feel like he didn't overcommit to the Estinian, though, because he was afraid of, like, chaos or something. I don't know. I don't really know what Lyndon's thinking here. Probably ask him after the game.
Yeah.
Seems a little odd. Collusion. Okay.
There we go. Yeah, that's what I figured.
What is going on?
Yeah, I think pressuring the
This is like completely
Estinian.
like if the pendulum swang to Austin and then it never came back down this turn. Like He gave it. He tried to give it
Yeah,
to
so
Linden.
Or
Or maybe he's trying to bait him into swinging out so that he can just go in like all ham
yeah,
this turn.
so Austin played the Onion Knight.
Is this the master bait play?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he just wanted to get rid of the Yuri, so he just immediately played the Onion Knight, used the special, get the other Onion Knight, blow up the Yuri. Now he has 3 forwards to deal with.
Yeah, but only having the Onion Knight active right now. Now Linden feels, I think, 3 cards. And
3
then
cards,
2.
yeah, 2.
He's way safer to just drop the hammer right now. So he could,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is a turn. Otherwise, I think he just loses anyway. So he has to do it this turn.
This is where Austin's godlike EX luck happens
just
again.
2 more ammo.
Yeah. No, I remember this one game like 4 months ago. No, a little bit longer than that. Where, yeah, it was Opus 6. It was Opus 6 when like 2 months into Opus 6, and Austin hit back-to-back EX Titan in mono Earth versus mono lighting matchup, and I just scooped right there. I was like, it's actually over.
That's awful.
And it was a guy on board TC. He's just huge.
2. Discarding. What? Oh.
What is happening?
I think he's just trying to be safe.
But Austin, if he's keeping track, he knows that he hasn't ditched the Estinian yet.
Well, at least Austin now still doesn't have the triple element, so he can't activate Yuri this turn, which I think is what Linden was counting on. So he's probably just taking that slow route, getting the Ilwa. That way he can play Estinian next turn and still have CP up.
Yeah, but Austin also has 6 cards in hand, I think. Wait, is it 6 or 5?
He was at
It's 5.
3 cards in hand. 1, 2,
He's got 5
4.
cards in hand and 4 active backups. I don't really think there's anything Illa's going to do here that's threatening.
Looks like he has another Yuri in hand, so we got a dead card.
Well, we already saw one Chilika go to break sound earlier, too.
We're discarding Aerith playing the Maria.
Oh,
Make it
man.
9,000.
Now I really want to see that
7,000.
Lulu. I hate Maria so much. Oh, my God.
Yeah, she's good. But that's water monster, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
How are
I'm
we
ready
doing
I'm ready
today?
to throw all my cards in the trash. No, this 8's going to be out of control.
So he has Estinian, drew. Couldn't see what exactly he drew. All I see is his fingers shuffling.
Oh, my.
I think I saw Zemus.
Furiously blinking. It's a, yeah, we see Zemus right here. And the damage zone. Yeah.
And then leans back. I'm like, oh no.
Perfect. Wonderful.
I think I saw Zemus in his hand.
This game is a clown fiesta because we have Ilwa's in damage zone, Ilwa's in break zone. Can't break any backups here. I don't really know what's going on. I feel like this game should have been over a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Because then Linden wouldn't have had enough pressure, and someone has to deal with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, the EX probably scared him.
Yeah.
You have to calculate it.
I just think he played too safe, but I get that.
I don't know. I've played too safe with Mono Fire, and it's come back to haunt me a couple times.
Yeah, like it has for me too, where I'm just like, I'm just gonna play it safe and then I get blown out. They're like, I was hoping you'd do that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm bad, I know. Man, what is Linden going to do this turn? He's he now has to deal with this Yuri that's gonna have 3 green.
I'd really like to see an Edia here. Would have been really optimal. Some kind of. Oh, there it is. We see everything now. You know, he does have access.
Onion Knight.
He does have access to Onion Knight on the Alpha Knot play. He just zaps something for 1 and then kill it.
Oh yeah.
You just zap the Onion Knight and then kill it with the Onion Knight and just swing out. He's got a blocker.
It looks. Oh, he's just looks like he's playing the Zemus.
What? I feel like this
Yeah.
is just a way to get it dull and frozen.
Right. But to say, like, we know that he has the Yuri in hand.
Well, he could have swung for another point of damage here too.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's also just catching up.
Yeah, I think he just didn't want to lose the trade with the Illua, because then he could just dual freeze the Zemus getting for a point of damage.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, if he had the Onion Knight in play too, he'd at least have something else he'd have to deal with first.
Yeah, because then he could block the Onion Knight as well, even though it's 7. Oh yeah, he's Maria out. Ugh.
Yeah, there's no. You might as well try to. At this point, you can't just go toe to toe with him. You guys try to go around things.
He still has the Alpha Nod
If
too.
only there's a way to flash in forwards and like.
Scarmion, is that you?
Yeah, there you go.
Titus?
Sneaky boy.
So I'm playing mono what? Titus?
How do you like to see like a back attack Kane?
I want a back attack guy. Come in, can't be dulled. Comes against ice.
Actually,
Like,
you're actually disgusting.
I mean, you could technically do it now. Crack Tama, put in guy.
Yeah, Tama, Chris Felger.
Attack? Tama in Cecil. Oh.
It's Tama our card of the year that we never play.
Tama, if you Tama, it's sweet. All right, when it goes off, it's sweet, but it's like,
It's the same thing with like it's like Zeromus. You know, it's nice when it happens, but it doesn't happen very often.
like looks like he's playing the Rama, going to deal 7k and duel the Zemus.
Did he get rid of the? He got rid of the shield panel. It looks like
Yeah.
that's actually nasty.
Yep. Attack with the Onion Knight. Come on, EX. Okay, a zapped, and is he going to attack with the Yuri, right? Or is he thinking about dueling and freezing the Zemus so he can't get any value out of it? I think that's what he might do, because he doesn't need to push for damage.
Yeah, maybe he's.
No, he didn't do it.
Yeah, he's waiting.
Does Linden have a Eddie in the break zone?
Looks like he drew a Rigdia, and he does have an idea in the break zone actually.
Yeah, because he could just
Gross.
get Eddie and
Maybe he's hoping. Maybe he's hoping Linden will play something first. Or not think about the Eddie in his breaks. Oh, he's looking.
he's looking. We got a looker.
Show's over, boys.
Just-
No.
You know what's yeah. You looking at it.
We're sitting. It's like we're sitting here just waiting.
Punish him for not freezing your Zemus. Get him. I mean, we still know you can play
Into the bin.
another Yuri, but he has to use resources for it. Oh, Jeff's excited. We got a debater over here.
By the way, I've been waiting for a remix of this song for quite a while, just so it can get thrown on the playlist,
Oh, okay.
and it's finally on the playlist.
That's awesome. I think he's doing it.
Wow, that Brahms is kind of tight though.
Yeah. I'd honestly discard the Rigdia over the Onion Knight just because you can go play do Alpha Nod, play Onion Knight without having to use any resources.
No, don't. Maybe he's planning on using the doll for something later.
The Zemus like you should have done from the. Okay.
No, he has another Yuri in hand though, so I guess he's not really worried.
Oh yeah, he could just ditch and then play it. But I feel like he doesn't care about the idea. Like I'd rather keep the. Unless he's planning to kill it. So let's see, he can. Yeah, he can ditch 2 cards, play Yuri, and then deal 4, deal 4. Or deal 4, deal 3.
Interesting. This playing 2K blocker.
Cards in his hands too. So that's
Austin-
2, 4.
Austin has both Yuri's in hand, actually.
Oh.
So that's 3 cards that aren't light and 5 backups. Hopefully, not one of those cards in his hand isn't a backup and it's actually a play. Can't really see that. Wish I had like poker cameras where you could see like just. the
Yeah,
hand.
we're thinking about getting that, or like a camera underneath to where you lay down your hand during your opponent's turn. That way you can see your, it can come up right here, and you can see the whole hand.
Mhm.
That'd be dope. But it's a little expensive, so.
This display. This is gonna be tough because Austin still has the Estinian to deal with.
Mhm.
And there's too many guys on board in the way now. That's a lot of attacks.
Yeah, I really think Austin messed up not getting rid of the Zemus.
He should have saved it. He should have saved the Ramza. He should have ditched a card.
Mm-hmm.
That would have made things exponentially worse.
But like the thing is, he did tap the Alpha Nod, so yeah, he would have been safe. Well, he could have still killed it, but
Sure, but then you'd have to do more work.
that's fair.
I would have just ditched a card because it's like, okay, thanks for wasting your free dull and freeze here. You could have just dull and frozen and been fine
Yeah.
if you really wanted to, because then that's 2 forwards out of the way.
I mean, he still has the Zemus to deal with. So like,
Yeah.
if it's still there, he just gets to bring back the Ramza with haste anyway, and play Estinian. I think that's enough cards.
Yeah, I don't.
Because he has 2, goes to 4,
So
discards, plays Estinian, plays Ramza, so he has 2 backups open, untaps 2, that's 6. That gives him haste, right?
Yeah, get amazing. Well, I mean, at least we're in accord for one thing. He needs to stop Seamus right now, or he's curtains. He'll never work in this town again. Kevin's looking at it. Lyndon's smirk is priceless. Lyndon is just like, what is happening?
Yeah, because he can just, here he can tap the Zemus for 1, bring out Ramza if he really wants. He doesn't need to at all. He just plays the Estinian. Yeah,
What's in Austin's hand, though?
that's true. We don't know what's in his hand.
No, it's in hand at this point. It's not a Diabolus. I mean, there was no way out. There's no way he could have been able to play an Estinian and anything else if he don't froze to the Zemus. He would have just had to leave the Estinian up.
Yeah, because even if his opponent plays just Estinian, that's 2 points of damage, and he probably has a removal spell in hand.
And he has no targets for Alcid Onion Knight or Alcid Rigdia if he happened to top deck it.
Yeah, because now the Yuri's active. I mean, but in response, he could just activate the effect.
But now then he still have like other cards to deal with too.
So we see Estinian, Rigdia.
He could just call the Alcid from the break zone if he really wanted to.
Oh yeah, Alcid, and then that brings in the Rigdia, and then which kills the. Well, no, because he doesn't want to bring in Alcid because he could just
He
use
could bring
the.
in the Illidan too.
Yeah, I'd rather see Illo or Ramza.
Yeah. I mean, Ramza is obviously like the optimal play here, I think also, but I'm just pointing out like options, I guess.
So, yeah, Lynn has some decisions to make this turn. That wasn't obvious.
really sad I haven't seen a Cypher yet.
Right?
On either side, yeah.
Maybe he's not playing Cypher.
He's just playing the Reg and the Fujin.
Maybe he's just playing the 3-drop Cypher.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen. Oh, I do see it. It's in the break zone. Maybe he just hasn't drawn it yet.
Oh, okay. No, so neither of them can break backups now, either.
Oh yeah, they are locked. I'm not sure it's too relevant though, at the moment. Outside of the fact that Linden can't play Lulu,
Yeah.
and now Cypher doesn't have this. Does he get haste from Fujin, or Fujin goes searches for that, and then?
He can't Raijin special either.
Oh
Because
really?
Fujin's not in play yet.
Ooh.
He's Fujin and Cypher in play, I think.
Gotcha.
I don't actually know. We'll just look over.
So, how long do you think
Yeah, you need both.
is okay to think on a turn? Like, how long do you think you should get?
Well, let's see. So when I played Card Fight, they're 25-minute rounds, best of 1 in outside of the U.S. But I've seen best 2 out of 3s completed in under 15 minutes because it's a little bit different game, but also there's less asking. Like in this game and in this community, I've seen people go, "What's this card do? What's that card do?" In Card Fight and like other Japanese games I've seen, they'll just give each other permission, grab the card, read it, put it back. Like there's lots of, reaching across going on. There's a lot of independent, like.
Okay, looks like he activated Alpha now to deal damage to Yuri. Now he's playing the Rigdia. That's 3, 4.
Interesting. He's getting the onion knife back. Smart. Oh, he's getting Illawa.
Oh.
Wait, did he draw Illawa?
Hmm?
Did he draw an Illawa? No, he didn't. So wait, what's he doing?
Well, that's interesting, because he could have just killed the Yuri.
No, because he would have only taken.
Oh, he's at 9.
6.
He's at 9.
He
Yeah,
would have taken 6. Yeah.
that's right. I can't math, so.
So yeah, as far as taking your, these are weird turns. Let's say that. As far as how much time it takes, so Hearthstone you get like 45 seconds, right, before you get the rope or something. Or you get the rope after 30, I think, and then it's 45 seconds a turn. I don't actually remember, but you have a time limit, and then you rope out. In other games, I've seen people like cut down the time they need to take their turn by reading other players' cards and doing their own critical thinking and doing their own like investigating of the board state. I wish that there was more board state investigation going on for both sides of the table. That's why I know I'm really rude about this, but I always grab everybody's cards. I'm just reading stuff because I'm like, I'm not going to do anything. Nothing bad's going to happen to your thing. Just let me read it. I grab Angela's breakdown all the time. Just read it. I don't need any permission. I just grab his cards and read them. He doesn't care. And it's less work he has to do too, because the onus is not on him now to explain things to me. So I would say, if it's a really big play, like if it's going to involve more than one card or more than one interaction, I'd say 2 to 3 minutes is fine. But if you're taking 3 to 4 or more minutes to think about a play that involves 1 or 2 cards only, unless you're weighing the value of it, you probably shouldn't make the play in the first place.
That's a fair point. If you're taking that long to think about it, it's probably not the correct way.
If I think my opponent is taking too long, it really depends on the state of the board. If it's okay, so there's 54 seconds left in this round, which is I think because he reset the clock, I'm pretty sure.
There it is. Sorry.
Oh, yep, finally. So there was 3 minutes left when that turn started, and he's played 1 card since then. What's going on? I don't know. I'm not here to like say that you shouldn't take your time, but if there's a lot of kind of, like I said earlier, critical thinking going on. Just deduce what you shouldn't do, and then make the play.
Yeah, I need to get better at making faster turns as well, because I know there's some turns where there's like 1 to 2 things I can do,
Yeah.
and I'm debating about 1 to 2 things,
Well,
and I just can't make up my decision.
So I follow 2 rules when I'm making a play in a game. Less is more. So the fastest, easiest way to do something is probably the better play. And if I ever make a play where I
All right,
said
gentlemen,
to
you
myself
guys are
afterward,
on time. So Austin, you are on turn 0 because I went until turn 3 to determine a winner. Thank you.
if I ever make a play and I go, I sure outsmarted him there, then I probably didn't make a very good play.
Gotcha.
They swing Cypher first. That's,
Yeah, I think he's probably going to target the Illa to pop the bubble.
well, if it hits, everything's -2.
Oh, so it's not target. Okay, everything gets -2. Ooh, okay, so then he can deal 3,000. Oh, he has to have Yuri and
It's a 7K Cypher right now. Wow, not 1 EX.
Rough.
But again, I think this tempo mid-range hybrid lightning is like lower on the EX
Ooh,
count.
I think this is a Rama. Because he's targeting the Illa with Alphanon, leaving 1 up. He's going to deal 7K to the Illa, dueling the Regia to get in for the 7-point damage. Oh no. Devils.
Huh.
Oh, I know what he's doing. This way he can dual freeze both of them.
Wow, yeah.
And then attack in with the Onion Knight for game. Because his opponent has what, 2 cards, 3 cards in hand?
Which 2 cards?
2.
is?
Yeah, so he can't
He's
Rama
devastated.
in response.
He's literally
So,
wait, what? So what happened here? Like, Linden had a dominating lead.
he didn't go in with the Ascinium when he should have. He should have put the pressure on board because he drew another one, and his opponent would have gotten rid of the Ascinium. So he could have played another one, and then now he has to deal with an Ascinium. And when his opponent wouldn't have gotten rid of the
What
Yuri.
you're telling me is he should have just smorked and went in.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He didn't have to play both the Illawa and the
Well played, gentlemen. Well played. Austin, stay where you're at. Oh, you have 1 more match to play tonight. Lyndon, well played. You did well to get this far. So yeah, we'll have 1 more match coming up here in just a little bit. So stay tuned, everyone. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for your patience. We are back with our final round here in Austin and Sunny. Gentlemen, your voices are live.
All right, hello. 7. Okay.
I love this. Sonny didn't even want to play today, and he's in finals.
That happens every time.
He always does this. He's always like, he doesn't show up, and then he just sneaks first.
Yeah, he just takes a break, comes back, sneaks.
But now he has to deal with Austin's godlike luck. Austin's like, doesn't pull any L's in any pre-releases, but then he's just like sneaking games in. So I talked to Lyndon afterward, and he really wanted a safer play with the Stinian.
Oh, okay.
He didn't want to just play him because he'd just get 4K. But he also like didn't have 5 backups at any
Yeah,
point.
so he couldn't 4K.
Yeah. So I was like, kind of like, wait. I mean, I understand. Like, there's no way he can predict drawing the second Destiny. No way he can predict having aggressive options open, and it would have only taken him to 6 damage. But being at 6 is significantly worse than being at 4.
Yeah. Agrius, the deck. Okay. Digitalinka for an Alphanon, pretty good start here. Sounds like he's debating on playing another backup here.
You mean I'll handle him?
What did I
You
say?
call him Alphanot.
Oh, whoops. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
Christian Potato. Oh.
I see.
Here now, Christian Potato. Potate-O. No, it's Po-Tate-O.
Oh, that's gonna be my new Smash name.
Potato.
Potato.
Wow. That is a big play.
It is.
Yeah.
This,
Make them work for those backups
Yeah,
set up here. In the game against Sunny, he against me for round 1, he hit Agrius, Renoa, and then Ovelia and Justalian Empire Sid. He had the God Hand.
yeah, it's
It was
pretty good.
insane.
Looks like he's discarding another copy of Alphenheim. Alphenheim. How do you pronounce it?
I'll handle him.
Alphenheim. To play the other area here, grabbing a show. What again? I didn't say Shalinka. Okay, that makes
Well,
sense because he discarded one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right there. I'm blind.
I guess freezing the backup's still important. It lets him not play the Chalika this turn.
Oh, Porom and Orphan.
No.
I think he might play the
Agrius.
Porom this turn. No.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
I didn't see it in his hand. Here we go. The ride never ends. Oh, it ended.
Fusoya.
Oh yeah, my Turbo Blitz Ace deck.
Yeah, dude. I was just like, all right, no, just 4 drops.
It's the only card to hit Fusoya. Wow. Interesting.
2 forwards, 3 backups here. Drawing 2 cards for the turn.
Sunny's in a really good position to just keep pressing damage in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think would really actually help. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
I really needed that against. Sunny.
So it's either Riggear or Onion Knight.
Actually, I did play it, but it's different. Follow-up turn. I needed Galoof turn 1 in play because I couldn't kill anything after he played the 3rd backup in another forest. This is actually killing me.
No, only doing the. Oh, okay, because he can.
Hey,
Shalinka, okay.
3 guys at once.
Yep.
Pyroclasm on the board.
Boom. All right. Now Austin has a pretty good board here, attacking in with the Illua getting the Genesis off top. That's pretty good.
This is dominating lead, like 3 backups, 3 forwards to 1 of each.
Yeah. The fact that Sunny started off with just, the Celeste, and that's it.
I
Sure,
think-
he.
I think Celeste is probably the weakest turn 1 ice play in the game right now. It used to be a little better, but I think Celeste turn 1, like,
It's good against the Vice Kings matchup, though.
yes.
It's like
I'll
insane.
agree there, yeah.
Because they just attack and kill their Layla and Viking.
Yeah, everything else, I see significantly more losses to ice if they have to do it. Like when I played against Angelo's deck at Petit Cup, I was playing Fire, Earth, Warrior Light, and he played the Celeste turn 1 because he just didn't draw very well, and that was like probably the weakest turn 1 play I've ever seen that deck had to do.
Looks like he's discarding, playing the Castellan Empire set here, grabbing another Celeste, probably to keep up the cancel for the Celeste special here, or to thin his deck.
It activates her too.
Oh, it does. Oh.
So if he tries to move her out of the way with Ramu, or I'm sorry, it's a different summon, he can cancel it, or he can swing out and activate it and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, Austin's in a pretty good position here. Okay, so he probably has some sort of combat trick, or he's just taking it. There we go.
Well, he has Sail Ammo now.
Oh yeah, because he's a Tolinka though. So he can do that.
Okay, he's just running him over.
Okay.
No combat trick, just work. Okay.
Yeah. I think I'd rather have kept the Iloa.
You know, that's nice to see though, is the Sephiroth, and also seeing the Kuja. His options.
Yep, he's getting rid of the 2 cards in hand.
Ooh.
Goodbye. Oh, just 2 back.
Not missing anything. Not missing anything.
He's like, cool.
Held on to that.
So now he's the opponent staring at a Sephiroth here. So he's probably going to attack with the Alcid, try to force his opponent to block with the Sephiroth, and then probably just get him for 3 point of damage here. Because Sunny probably wants to keep the Sephiroth alive for the most part. That way, if he does Renoa, he can do it again.
The double orphan getting hit, like getting those big guards out of the way that you don't need to see. I don't think he needed the orphan in this case.
No, I always forget about the second effect on Sephiroth, where if they have no cards in hand, you don't free something. I always forget about that. It's probably one of my more favorite cards from Opus 7. Wasn't like super impactful, but it's still like sweet. Gave Ice Earth decks an outlet to just ruin other control matchups day.
Actually, Sephiroth is the big reason that I'm not, like, if I have to play against Ice, I don't do very well with Dawn Warriors as opposed to other matchups because they can just keep cards out of my hand.
And you need your card resources so you can have that explosive turn with your Kelger and your into Galoo for Kelger into Galoo.
Oh yeah, if you're playing Tidal.
It's playing Tidal, yeah.
I mean, now that Tidal 7 has access to this Sephiroth, including all the new Opus 8 summons rounding like out their support
like the
for Mobius,
Shiva?
it's nuts.
She's 7, right?
Tidal 7 is
Category
already
7?
insane, and now it's getting even more stuff.
So 3, 4.
And then look at the summons 11 got
that Arc?
comparatively.
Which summon was it?
No, it's Garuda, Titan, Ifrit.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, not Mobius Shiva.
So 2 cards, but Celeste, probably freezing Cholinka. Oh, Alphanon? That makes sense. Yeah, Sunny on the defensive here, trying to survive the onslaught coming from Austin, who was in a pretty good place for a few turns.
That triple forward play really set him up.
Yeah, sometimes Alcid Iloa's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, especially if you have other damage sources, it's definitely not bad.
Yeah.
Even Minwu wouldn't have really helped here, I don't think, because you still have guys at play.
Yeah, the thing with Minwu is, I've heard a lot of people talking, is like, as soon as they play the Minwu, you're just like, okay, I'll just change the game plan then.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people drop Minwu because, like, you play the Minwu, then Earthwind breaks it with Hecagon Tear. And they're like, okay, I wasted a turn. Or they just change the play they want to make.
Pretty strong.
Yeah, Sunny's on a real back battle here. He's gonna have to have some pretty good draws and turn of events for him to even like start getting ahead like that. That might help a little bit. Just get some more card advantage. Now he has a Steiner. He gets a draw card, and potentially get him back. Get him a Renoa, so he can use the Sephiroth after he's attacked, and get 2 cards out of Austin's hand while still having forwards out in the field.
The Agrius being okay.
Yep, forces his opponent into getting rid of his forwards, putting him just on constant pressure. But this allows Sunny to get rid of one of his forwards and play the.
Ooh, wow, what a draw.
I think he still plays the Steinen's turn, but does this first.
Oh, he's hitching it? Oh, okay. Oh, he's making a play.
Yep, with Steiner. Glacia.
Not what you wanted to see. Not gonna help you here. 6 damage. another Sephiroth.
Yeah, guys, all he needs here is
insane.
a Rama, because he can just Alpha Nod the Sephiroth and then deal 7,000, duel the Steiner, and then get over for game. But what is in his hand?
Okay, isn't the Alhanalin frozen? Or was that the turn before?
I think that was the turn before.
Okay.
Good game, boys.
What 2 modes did you choose? Oh, I'm on sub. Never mind.
It was break and make 1,000. So he broke.
The make 1,000 doesn't work on a cost of 5 or greater.
He used it on the Steiner.
Steiner's a 5
4.
cost.
No, he's
4.
Ah, I'm crazy then. Never mind. Okay. Well played, guys. Congratulations on Austin on taking the tournament tonight.
Yeah. Thank you for letting us commentate, Kevin. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks.
Actually, I'm going to have you guys stay on for us a little bit longer if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
Before we are done for the night, I have one last thing to send everyone off with. We've got a spoiler to go through. So,
Final
shouts out
Fantasy
to Square
Legends.
Enix for giving us this spoiler to show off. We have a 2-cost ice backup, Sophia from Final Fantasy Legends. Backup with the Devote job. You can tap and break her, duel and break her. Duel all the forwards your opponents control with haste, first strike, or brave.
I honestly think this card is pretty niche. You could, if Scions are a huge threat, you put this in your ice deck, you're like, okay, I'm ready.
But hear me out, guys, as
Card
well.
is insane.
Your opponent activates their Illawa special, their entire field gets haste, and you're like,
That's
get
so
out of here. I'm going to fog your entire turn.
Well, it doesn't cost anything, too.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
put it to the yard. You just keep it up. They're like, okay. At any point,
The amount
at
of
their end
times
of their
I
turn-
have gotten people with Green Mage, which is just a 2-cost water backup that stops an active ability. Same thing with the Sophia. You'll play it like on turn 1 or 2 as one of your first ice backups in whatever ice deck you want to build. Your opponent will forget it exists. They'll stack up for some Alpha Strike. I'm like, I'll tap down your entire field because all of them have one keyword or the other, and then you just crack back and kill them all.
Why does Ice have so many good backups?
Like, the only problem with this card is that
It's not a standard
Diabolos
unit.
exists. Because they can go, okay, activate forward,
Sure.
continue attack. But
but
that's kind of it. I think this honestly gives Ice a nice way to deal with all the brave forwards.
this is a good card outside of the wind matchup, which should beat Ice, honestly. Like, this card's nuts. Yeah, that's the only problem. It's not broken. You're right, Kevin. It's not a standard unit.
Yeah.
If it was just Devout, put
And then
Devout into the break zone, Be done.
Oh, be
This-
so
you
grossed
know
out.
what? If this was a standard unit, I would play this with the 6-cost Warrior of Light from Earth.
That's pretty good.
And it's Final Fantasy Legends, which is adding like more really nice ice support to that title deck.
Cool.
good to see.
Any closing thoughts on this card?
If you haven't played Final Fantasy Legends, which is also known as the Saga series, you should play this game. It's
Alright.
great.
I don't think I have any further input on Sophia.
At least it doesn't freeze.
I just think it's really good against Silence.
Yeah, it's
They're
really
like,
good.
play. Oh,
They have no
tap.
answer to that. They need to run yellow, and they need to have a second yellow special.
They typically have Heck on tier available to blow up their backups. That's about it. Yeah.
It's a 3 or greater though.
They're good,
Oh wow. Yeah. Dodge's Heck on tier. You heard
Also,
it here
I
first.
guess-
Card is broken.
I guess this card, like many ice backups, does fall victim to players running Emperor, and this is just one more reason to start including Emperor in decks again, outside of what you've seen recently.
Yeah, like Eerie and Cactuar.
Yeah. Yeah. This
Good old
card
Cactuar.
still doesn't.
Everything.
This actually is a really good Liat counter too.
Because they're like attack. They're like activate. You're like in response, Sophia, tap everything
You
back
can
down.
Stop literally all their guys with abilities.
That's if they have
Yeah.
haste, first strike, and brave. So like sometimes it can be a little dependent. So
This card is the Bart's counter.
depending on the meta, I think it's a fantastic card.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys, for doing commentary tonight. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. And thank you for your input on the new card. All right, and that's going to do it for the stream. Hope you guys appreciate this new spoiler that Square Enix has given us to show to you guys. Hope you guys are excited for the Opus 8 coming out this weekend. I know we have our pre-release coming up this Saturday. Hopefully you, everyone else watching in has their pre-releases coming up pretty soon here, or the regular release as well. We hope to see you guys in the next stream. And as always, enjoy your night.